Actually, the both times I've been here, it was raining. So I think that's what kind of chased some of the people away. May and last October it rained, so there was only the diehards out, which was fantastic. Alright, so I just got a pass for Ding Darling. It's funny because I just figured out there's an annual pass. It's only $12, and normally I spend $5 every day that I come in here. So I probably spent over $20, $30 just on daily passes. But it's for a good cause. It pays that lady's wages and helps maintain the park. Honestly, this is the kind of place that is why I come to Florida, because there's a lot of flaws in Florida, but the natural conservation aspect of it is fantastic. It's just, they really do amazing job keeping up the natural state of some of these areas, the wildlife refuges and whatnot. So, alright, I'm gonna try to do a little fishing. Alright, I just passed the first culvert. There's about 5 culverts and 3 of them are really good fishing spots. There was no one at the first one. I don't think this is the second one yet. But it looks good. The tide's going the right way. It's coming in, which is where I want to be. And there's a lot of activity on the water. I'm seeing a lot of mullet jumping and schooling. So I'm gonna find my lucky culvert. So you can see the little ripples and you can see the mullet jumping, so that's a good sign. A lot of bait fish back here. I think there usually is. I'm gonna find my spot. I don't know if this is it or not. All kinds of action. Actually, this one isn't it. A lot of big mullet jumping. I've already said that a couple times, I know, but it's bears repeating. So I'm gonna find my lucky culvert, and there's no one fishing here, which is great. I think everyone's probably at the fucking pier or the beach. So I just passed 2 culverts and there's not one fisherman. So yeah, as expected, there's a couple of people fishing here. I don't know if this is my spot or not. I need to find it. I need to stop. I was able to get to my spot, the one that I like. There's no one fishing here, so I gotta work quick and get my spot on this rail before anyone else comes. So I gotta get my gear ready. This is where I was getting a lot of baby tarpon hits right here. But I don't know. I don't like fishing this side, so I don't think the fish are staging here. I'm sure there are some fish, but not the ones I'm looking for. Have yet to catch anything in Sanibel. I do see some fish down there. I don't know if those are snook or not. Hopefully they're not ladyfish. Oh, I know there's a lot of mangroves here, so that's probably what that was. Yeah, those are mangroves. See, that's a mangrove right there, so gotta try to keep it away from them. I caught snook right on either side of these trees last time. Oh, big sheephead, big sheephead. That will be cool to catch. In fact, that may be what's stealing my shrimp. Because these mangroves look a little big to be bait stealers, but sheephead easily could. Which would be nice. And figure out what it is, sheephead or mangrove. I had to rig the shrimp a little different. So we will see what this is in a second. Circle hooks are difficult for sheephead. So whatever it is, I'm gonna catch it right now because I rigged the shrimp up a different way, hopefully. Yeah, I still think those are mangroves. Well, mangrove will eat anything. I don't think a sheephead will just take a head of a shrimp. We'll find out. Stupid needlefish will. Come on. Needlefish. Really? Really? I just saw some, they look like drum almost. I doubt they were reds. They look like black drum. Two massive fish. Oh, those are, I think those are big drum. Can't really tell what those are. Weird. Oh, there's a tarpon. Holy sh**. Tarpon just came after my, oh, those are big juvies. Holy sh**. That was a tarpon. Those are big tarpon down there, and I do not have the gear for a tarpon that big. I mean, when I say juvie, it was huge. A big tarpon just hit my shrimp. I saw him flash maybe 20 feet from me. There's a couple of big fish down here I keep seeing, and that's what it is. He bumped my shrimp. I mean, honestly, if a tarpon hits this, I got 30-pound fluoro and a 20-pound braid. If a tarpon that big, I mean, that's probably a 20-pound tarpon right there. There's supposed to be juvies in here, but he's big. Eesh, I don't know what I'm gonna do if something like that actually gets hooked. Luckily, tarpon are famous for not staying on the line. You can see the needlefish and the mullet, and my keeps getting hit, and I see it. It's these little tarpon just popping it. I'm gonna experiment with a tiny little shrimp. Hopefully the hook doesn't scare the tarpon away. And then I'm gonna try a couple other things. It's weird, there's a ton of mullet down there, huge mullet. Oh, needlefish, come on. That's all it takes. It's like one promising bite from a game fish, especially a big tarpon, and I've never caught one, to keep me wanting to stay here, even though it's oppressingly hot and there's tons of other fish here that are getting in the way. So I'm just gonna see if I can't entice a tarpon here again. Oh, there's a tarpon right there. They're mixed in with the mullet. You can see the frame and the black on the tip of the dorsal. Oh, baby tarpon! Holy sh**. Oh, the baby tarpon. Would have been my first. This hook may be too big, but of course they're famous for not getting hooked. Oh man, I just had another baby tarpon hit it. Oh, I figured out kind of what I need to do, and that's what I was getting hit with before. I thought it was mangroves because how they're hitting, but I figured it out. Got to keep it right in this spot and make the shrimp look like it's still swimming. Don't let it float. And for God's sakes, got to keep the pinfish away. They are destroying me. There's a tarpon. Oh, God. Got a tarpon. There's a tarpon on. My first one. Holy crap.